Guys, check this out. First of all, this is Shannon from Monkey Art Creations. I was practicing, and that's usually when you sometimes come out with something. Wow. This, I was trying to do 2 separate flowers because I have an idea that I'm going to do either tomorrow or the next day. I have a lot of ideas, but I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but I have an idea to do on a larger one. So I was playing around to see if I could get a bloom flower. So the glare is on this, but if you look up here, it come out looking pretty cool right there. This one, I'm telling you, my screen is really dirty, so I'm kind of having a hard time seeing what you're seeing. But I'm bringing it down. This is just an 8 by 10. And then I decided to just go ahead, like see right here, I need to pop some paint and bring it down. And do a second one on the other side. So I did rose gold up here and kind of blew the flower out, stuck a little bit more paint. And then I come down here and I had the gold and I blew it out. And all it was little puddle paint, puddles. I just put a puddle of the colors. And then I covered them with the white a little bit, flooded them with white, and then blew them out. And this is what I've got. And I love it. Besides the minus the glare. Let's see if I turn it off if I still have a glare. Well, we got the ring light glare. And of course it is still very wet and a little bumpy, but it's going to self-level itself out. But that one, I'm telling you guys, that is a beaut. That is pretty. Now, I'm going to stop this and I'm going to go probably right beside it here and do a separate video to show you guys some of my pictures that I do otherwise. So let me stop this and restart another video. I may splice them together, I may not, but I just wanted to show you this, guys. Please subscribe, please watch the videos because I'm trying to get a following going. Support this. It's for my daughter, for all the mothers out there that feel a void in their heart from the loss, or even fathers feel a void in their heart from the loss of someone in their life. Paint, guys, paint. It has brought a lot more happiness back into my life. Not that I don't love my daughter anymore. Of course I love her. She's in my heart with everything I do. Just gives you something to do. But look, guys, and it gives you something to be happy and smile about again. Because I just felt like I didn't. But I got a glare from my ring light. But there we go. I'll show it to you dry. I still got to kind of touch up some of the sides and stuff. And look at that lacing there. And some of that kind of got spread out when I was messing around. But it was way all over up there. But I messed around, of course, messed it up. But that looks even sort of neat, even though it's not really cells. It's just kind of, but the way everything is blending together, if it dries that pretty, we got a beauty on our hands right here, I think. Even though it was just practicing. That's why I didn't show you guys. But anyways, I'm going to pause this. I may just do this video by itself and then do the other one. There you go, guys. And then, of course, look at it this way. I mean, whichever way you'd want to land, put it. That way I think I like better. And I've got too much stuff this way. I might be able to turn for you guys to see it. But there we go. Or you could go that way and then, of course, the other way. But I definitely couldn't do that way right now. Anyways, let's go ahead and try to show you some of the paintings that I've done before I started a YouTube. Okay, so let me stop here in case I decide to do a separate video. I'm going to stop here. Enjoy that beauty right there. See if I can see a picture of it. Let me go above it, guys. See if I can get a picture. Ring light in the way, so I may have to do another one, but yeah, put a picture right in the middle of the video. Cool. I knew I could. I was just wasn't sure how. Alright, so now let me stop this and start a new one. Monkey Art Creations, guys. I want to show you just a couple right now of the paintings that I did before I started my YouTube. I did this one when my husband was in the hospital. I did it as a string pull. I guess I'm going to have to lay it down because I can't hold it and talk. But I did it as a string pull. What I did, not really, but I did it different. I put like a string across here, string across here. I think I went one here all the way through the diagonal, and then one here, one here, one here, one here. And then I took you could take crochet hook, anything has a hook to it, and come down and catch all those strings and pull it down. And it did this. And I had no silicone. That's how it did, with the reaction of the paints that I used to the white that was underneath it. I believe it was slow acrylic, Artist Loft white, and then I used the Hobby Lobby pour paints. I can't think of the name of them, but they have a little $20 kit that you can get that gives you the cups and the cells stuff, but it had no cell mixed in the paints. It was just the paints. So that's how that turned out. That one's a pretty one, I believe. Depends on what you like. And let me just kind of toss this to the side. Of course, before I sell anything like this, if anyone would like any of these, you can email me at monkeyartcreations.com. Before I sell any of these, they will be varnished and sealed. Depending, you can, if you get a hold of me before I get it varnished, you can tell me what kind of, if you want a gloss, satin or matte. Or some of them I could spray, but I think most of them I'm going to definitely do the polyacrylic. I'll probably spray and put the polyacrylic on some of the real pretty ones. But this one has a lot of metallics in it. And I started this one out to be a flower, like a bottom cup flower. And then the way the paints were, it just didn't look great. So I stretched it out to look like this. I'm going to try to go fast because I don't want to take up a lot of time on this video. And there we go, guys. There's that one. Beauty. One of my other beauties. Okay. This was my very first painting. Inspired. Now, I did varnish this a little, but it was with the Deco Art top coat, and I do not lock that. If you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, but there's some drip marks on it, and I'm not a fan of that. So this is one I'm going to keep anyhow. Here they are, the little drip marks that it left. So I'm just not a fan of that anyhow. I'm going to keep this one anyways because it's my first painting ever. But this was inspired by Mixed Media Girl. I seen do this first. I kind of did a little bit of a swipe in the background, and then I did the gold and silver and white. Gold and white, excuse me. I didn't have silver at the time. So I did the gold and white flowers with a string pull. So there's that one. That's my very first painting ever. So that one wouldn't be for sale, but I could recreate it if someone wanted it. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'll put you on this one while I figure out what I'm doing here. All right, here's another one. I started to varnish with the Deco Art, but I'm going to put a different one on it. This one didn't get the bumps on it so much, but I'm still going to put another layer because I needed to put another layer of the Deco Art. So instead, I'm going to put the polyacrylic, I believe, over top of this. But this is another one. If you get in close, there's some lacing. There's a lot of pretty designs. This one was one that I was trying to teach myself. Cloud. I had the cloud paint in it. I think it looks better turned this way, actually. But, yeah, like that. But to me, it reminds me of space. But anyways, I had some cloud mix in there. I had, and that's how we got all these little white little cells that's from the cloud mix. And this over here was the cloud mix. I did a few things here. And then, there's some designs, red and blue there. I think I blew this one out. I'm not real sure what I did with this one. But anyways, there you go. There's another one I did when I first started. Okay. Here's another one that I done when I first started. I think this was just a flip cup. I just flipped it out and that's what we got. I'm not really sure which way. That one looks better. Of course, if it would be your painting if you bought it. And these are just 8x10, so I'm going to have an auction, I believe, on Facebook because you have to have 1,000 subscribers. Of course, far from that because I just started. One day I'll be there. But right now I'm far from that because I just started a couple weeks ago on a YouTube. But I did so many. I should have started sooner, but I wanted to make sure I loved it. Wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing with most of it. Some of it I still am learning a whole lot, so you're learning with me. But there's that one. I think that one's pretty. It kind of reminds me of the earth with the earthy colors. There's some purple in there though, but the purple just spices it up for me because I love purple. But these all will, again, like I said, be coated with polyacrylic. More than likely polyacrylic. Okay, here's a big, now we're getting to some 11 by 14s, I believe they are. And it's going to be a little harder for me to show them to you. Let me hold it up. Maybe that'll work. There you go. This one I kind of was messing around with my airbrush because I didn't have the right hair dryer. A hair dryer was a tip at the time. So I just played around with it and just blew around with the and got those little squiggly lines like that right there with my airbrush. Trying to get this where I can show you guys like a full view. Oh, don't touch that. Oh, couldn't get off there. Okay. And these would be a lot cheaper right here because they were done in craft paint, but they're beautiful still, I think. I love this little color right here. It's like a peachy color that I had. But these were with craft paints when I first started. Some of them, not all. Now, some of the last ones, the first few I showed you are Arteza or whatever. But these were craft on this one, I'll tell you. All the other ones were either Arteza or Artist Loft or something like that. But when I first, very first started, this was craft paints. Everyone seems to love this one. I don't know. Excuse my squeaky chair. I need to get another chair, guys. But there you go. There's another craft paint one. Pretty sure, yeah. This one was all craft paint. But I kind of think this might be pretty matte. But I am going to seal it one way or another, whether it's matte, gloss, whatever. But again, email me at monkeyartcreations.com if you're interested in any of these. And I will finish them up. They will be cheaper than what they would be if I was to cover the backs and all that. But we'll just talk it over and through email how we want to do it and what I would charge. But I am going to have an auction for these soon on Facebook. So if you like any of these and they catch your attention, get them while you can. I hope that's what I can say. I've tried my best to do some new, different. I mean, this one's just got so much to look at. Look at that, just so much. And I was practicing with the hairdryer on this one. Didn't do the greatest, but it still turned out pretty. I think I started with the hairdryer and then ended up with my either blowing with a straw, I think that's what I did. It's been so long. But anyways, there's that one. And one more I'm going to show you right now. I have a whole bunch more. I'm going to show you this one right now. This was done with the paints from goodness gracious, Hobby Lobby. Because I started buying, that was my very first set of paints. I bought that set, the Hobby Lobby set, to make sure I was going to love doing this. So I was hunting a hobby, of course, as it says in my description, to keep me from sitting around and thinking, starting to crack a little bit. I need to get, stuff in there. No, something just leaned up against it. I could probably fill that in and get some. Okay, so that's nothing to worry about right there. But anyways, there you go, guys. That is such a pretty painting right there. That was another one of my first ones. I love, one of my favorite spots on this one is this blue, I'm trying to find it with the camera, right here with the white, and the white is just kind of clouded. But of course, this isn't covered either, so this is going to have a coating. All these would have a coating on them. But anyways, thanks a lot, guys. It's 2 short videos I did real quick, just to show you some of my better paintings that I did. I still have tons more, but that were done before I started YouTube. But I wanted to show you guys some of the ones that I did before. Again, if you liked any of them, here's that one, guys. It's a drawing that I did earlier, playing around. But I have a great idea if I can do it. And hopefully, I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. Not sure if I'm going to do it on this side. I have black ones on the side that I really want to do the design that I want to do. think if they're 20 by, yeah, they're 24 by 12. That's what I want to do it on. But I think I'm going to improvise and do it on this side, which is 11 by 14. 11 by 13, something like that. 12 by 14, something like that. I don't know exactly. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for everyone who has already subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing, viewing, and please share. Get this built up for me. I'd love to be share how to do this, teach other people how to do this, help people that need it for their anxiety or grieving over someone. It definitely is something that makes life so much better. Let me pull some of these other ones up. Here's another one. They're probably going to fall, but there's that one. Probably turn it the other way. There's this guy. We'll just kind of end it by showing some of these last paintings. Yeah, this one was done with some Arteza paint here. Why it's so vivid and pretty. And some cloud paint, I think, was in that. Which I used the Deco Art satin enamel mixed with my flow acrylic by the white flow acrylic by Artist Loft. There's that one. Which that one I'm keeping, but I could duplicate it. Not exactly, but I can make it on a real big one. Do something in different colors. Anything. I can take commission pieces however you would want. You just tell me. Which, of course, with this type of art, it's abstract. So it's not going to maybe be exactly like what you see, but it could be close to it. So there's this one. And remember, if you like any of these, again, monkeyartcreations@gmail.com. Thanks a lot, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell so you can see my next videos. And I will improve as time goes on. And you will learn right along with me. So I think that's going to be really cool because I can look back to my videos and be like, oh, cool, look what I did. Look how far I've come from then, Or how did I do that? I don't know, how in the heck, But anyhow, guys, have a great night. And we'll zoom out on this pretty guy, although it's... Anyways, we'll go with this one. There we go. Have a great night, guys. Love y'all. Smile and paint.